What's up, guys? Back to another episode of the Dirty Trucker. We are at the shop working on the trailer. You seen the last video, and I was having problems with my dump valve, and here is my dump valve. I took it off. I wasn't getting air past it, and couldn't figure out what was going on with it, so I just took it off, ordered a new one, and kind of chilly that morning, but it was kind of chilly this morning too. But I just thought I would try and test this thing, even though I done ordered another one. And here we are. It's clicking on and off, so looks like I'm fixing to try and hook it back up. I could tell I was getting air to it, but not past it. So we're going to try it. Got the truck kind of warming up and getting the air system charged on it right now. I'm going to slide up under here and just I'm not going to bolt it back up. I'm just going to run the air lines to it and just see what happens, man. Probably should have done this. And what I'm thinking may have happened is it may have had a little bit of water in it, and it may have froze. So who knows? We're going to get up under there and try it, but the solenoid in it is clicking. I've hooked these two wires up to the battery on my truck here and heard it click. So it's legit. The solenoid is kicking in and out. I don't know if there's something else going on inside of it or whatever. I really don't want to take it apart. I don't guess it would hurt at this point, but I'm going to try it anyway before I try taking it apart, so let's see what happens. Alright, here's an update on what is actually going on here. I've never had this happen before. It totally blows my mind, but I was in here and I was getting air back here, so I wasn't getting air back there the other day. I don't know if I had something froze up or what, but anyway, I took this air line off right here and held it for just a minute, and then I shoved it down on here. I let it build up pressure, and then I shoved it down on here, and I felt air coming out from right there. So I unhooked the line going to the bag right there, and then when I put my finger on it like that. All right, so we're back from our 150-mile trek to get this airbag. Right now I'm taking this line off the top of this airbag right here. I'll show you what I'm fixing to do with it in just a second. There we go. All right, so I've got it loose from this control valve right here. And what this is a 1/2-inch cap right here. And I will put this on here right here and then hook this line back up in here in just a second and crank the truck, build the air up, and this bag will not try and put no air. Basically cap this off where it'll air this bag up, and I can actually have enough room to get this airbag out of here. So anyway, let's get this going. I'm going to show you here, this 1/2-inch Milwaukee belongs to my cousin's husband. I was going to try it. All the other ones I've had to take off a torch and heat that up. So I'm just going to see how bad this dude is. But it's bad enough it broke my chrome 3/4 inch 1.8" socket. So I'm going to get an impact socket, see what happens. Okay, so that Milwaukee's that bad. My 3/4 inch snap-on air impact would not do that. I tried to get it to do that. Okay, all right, bad member jammer. Hey, I know what my next purchase is going to be in the tool department. I'm going to see if I can video this next one, trying to take this next one off. It would not break it backwards, but it would break it forward. Broke it smooth off. I gotta get me one of these things. God almighty. Alright, now I'm fixing to put this 1/2-inch cap on here. Ooh, other way. That way I can plug this line completely off, air the other bag up, and get me some clearance to get the bag I'm changing out. I always carry this cap with me. I got them in brass, but I like getting them in steel because brass don't last and it don't handle getting tightened that well. So that's why I get this metal one. But I always keep this in my truck in case I need to change an airbag or got an airbag go out and I got to limp it. I can always plug that off and limp it somewhere. So anyway, time to air the truck up, put this line back on the control valve, and then get some clearance, get this bag out. All right, as you can see, that airbag there is airing up. It's fixing to make a heck of a racket because it's folded up under right there. So hold your eardrums. But as you can see, it's caused separation right there, and I can just pop this bag right out of there now. So let me get this bag out and we'll get the new bag dressed up and get ready to put back up under here. Ooh, it's fixing to pop out there. It's fixing to make a racket. Ooh. What are you talking about? I'm getting out from under here. Alright. 9-1. Ooh. I don't know if we're going to be able to use it. It's so cold and so thick that our pipe dope is not really wanting to act right. I can use thread tape. I mean, thread tape ain't never hurt nobody. I just like using this, but it may be too dang cold to use this. I don't know. We'll probably got enough of it on there. Alright, so get this airbag set the way it's supposed to be. Just like this. And the plug goes in this one. That should do it. Alright, and then my fitting that I put the cap on to go in this one. Alright, time to get back up on it and put the bag in. Alright. I'm going to try and work this in here where you can see this. On the stud right there, I'll pick up just a little bit on the bag. Find the hole in a minute. Maybe. We're about there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, since we're so close, we're going to put the top ones in now. Nobody got motion sickness there, so sorry if you did. Whew. There we go. Alright, just like that. So what we're going to do now is go see if we can, we're going to go test our dump valve now because we need to get this air dumped out of here. And I guess we could pull it loose from this control valve. But I'm going to go test the dump valve. Alright, let's go test it real quick. Man, I feel like a freaking fool, man. Oh, dump valve was good after all. I ordered a freaking $200 dump valve. Everything looks good right there. Alright, now I got to take this cap off and put that fitting in there, and I need to put my nuts on it first. But before I put my nuts on there, definitely got to do something real quick. All right, say what you want to. I am fixing to anti-seize everything that I install. Even down here, I'm gonna put some anti-seize on that. Anti-seize is cold and it don't really want to do nothing at all. Ooh, that's a big old hump right there. Put it on there. I think that's good. Kind of a tight spot here. I think that's good too. I can live with that. I'm gonna put my nuts on. I know one thing, I am not fixing to hammer these on with that Milwaukee because I don't want to break my new airbag, man. That sucker was bad news. All right, tighten this thing down real quick. All right. Whew. See what this Milwaukee can do here. Not as tight as I'm going to try that. Whew. We'll go back and try it hand tight. Whew. I'm just going to have to put this down. All right, about to finish her up here. I love, love, love these push lock fittings. Take them in and out as much as you want to. So you don't have to worry about a stinking brass ferrule or anything like that. Hi. If you hear this air, that's just proof that the dump valve is actually working because it is sitting there blowing air out right there. So, yep, airbags look like they're airing up. Oh yeah. I'll just put my thumb over this for a second. All right. There's our new airbag put on. I'll air it up. We got to put a mud flap on over here. I think everything's all right. This thing ever gets aired up enough, it's going to pop this one back out. It'll probably pop out here in a minute. Whew. Now I got to get up under there and tidy up all that dump valve where I took it apart. I'm going to sit here for a minute and make sure everything's working just right before I get all anxious there. But I don't know, it just didn't sit well with me this weekend. I wanted to make sure everything was right with it. Or I just felt like something wasn't, everything was right with that dump valve. I don't know, the more I thought about it, I was like, man, I'm just got to go up there and do a little diagnosing. A little bit more diagnosing. But what part of the problem was, anytime you're working on air suspension on a trailer, make sure you're on level ground. And I did not. I was in the front of the shop and it's angled up there. As you can see, I've got my trailer on blocks. And what was happening was, you know, I can't get up under this thing with a creeper without putting it on blocks. So what I was doing was putting the front axle on blocks. And I was crawling up under it, and like it was putting air to that, wasn't putting air back here because the difference in the axle. So anyway, that's why I never did notice that airbag leaking, which it was leaking right up under here somewhere. It's time to go anyway. That thing's dry rotted like all get out. I was gonna get another bag, and just like last time when I changed bags, they only had one. So I told them to holler at me when they get a new one here next week or week after next, and I come up there and get it. So I'm gonna change the last airbag on this trailer. But back to what I was saying on the level, it was didn't have any air back here in these bags because it was trying to level up there. So anyway, long story short, anytime that you are doing air ride, and it's something I knew better. I knew better when I was doing it. It was cold and I was just being lazy. Just being flat lazy. So always keep your trailer level when you're working on your air system. But like I said, I really just didn't think that I had a problem with leveling valve or anything like that. And come to find out it's the airbag. So anyway, I'm gonna get up under here, tidy this thing up, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, I was gonna show y'all something real quick here. Bought something the other day and I'm not a big fan of it. It is this snap-on butane torch here. I didn't really buy it to do this, but I bought it to solder with and do little projects. And the little blower end of it, it comes with different ends of it, but this little blower end, it just don't get hot enough to do the job. So therefore, get something that can do the job. It's just amazing how much quicker this heat gun will do it. You'd think that butane torch would just freaking nail it right off the bat, but it won't. It won't hardly touch it. It won't even hardly melt the solder in the middle of this connector here. All right, I think we probably about got her there. So, all right, I just wanted to show y'all that torch there for a minute. I'm fixing to tidy this up and I don't know, probably go home. I think that's what I'm fixing to do. Go home, finish this up in the morning, and probably go load. I don't know. I got a project going on and probably fixing to have to get into. So, all right, let me get this done, guys. All right, guys, another day has done went by. Another half a day wasted going and getting parts. A little 150-mile run to go get the stinking airbag. Man, this COVID and everything else that's going on, it's hard to get parts anymore, man. Those airbags that are on that trailer are just hard to find. But I'm going to say this. I am more impressed with the Milwaukee half-inch impact. Holy, yeah. Kind of a little comparison there. My snap-on battery, I've got it's an older one. It's still a 18 lithium, but it's like a CT 8850. I think it's an antique by now. It's 6 years old, but it's only got like 600 foot-pounds of takeoff power. I think it's 600, something like that. And then the new one has like, I can't remember, CT 9850, I think it's the new one, but it's like 900 or something like this. This Milwaukee, I'm here. I'm going to tell you this M18, I looked it up a while ago. This M18, hang on just a second. I'm going to do a little comparison here. There's my new locker and hutch here. We're going to do a little comparison here. I'm going to show you something. I took an airbag off here a while back, and y'all seen how quick it broke those off. So this is my snap-on 3/4. It is a MG 1250, I think is what this one is. And it's got like maybe 1,200. I think it's 1,200 foot-pounds of takeoff power. And this M18, I looked it up. I think it had like 1,400, but like this thing right here would not even. Of course, I'm not going to throw no shade at it. It's a good gun. I probably could have. I don't use my tools every day, so I probably could have oiled it up a lot better, and it may have worked a little bit better. But holy crap! I mean, like it would not break those off. I had to take a torch and heat them up. But this thing right here, y'all seen how, I mean, like I need one of these on the road, because like you get a airbag, you changing it and the nuts are locked up on top. I mean, you just take that and just break anything that won't come off. I mean, that's good and bad. But in that situation, it'd be real good. You can go on and break it and get it out of the way. You won't have to torch it. I had to pay somebody to put an airbag on that trailer earlier this year, but You know, if I'd had this thing, I wouldn't. I would have just broke everything off, bought new nuts, and went on about my business. But wow, man, I'm telling you, next purchase right there. I don't know. I mean, I ain't throwing no shade at Snap-on. Enough people do that as it is. I like Snap-on. My Snap-on guy's a great guy, and I mean, anything I need fixed, I just don't matter if I'm gone or not. I just leave it somewhere for him around here, and he picks it up, fixes it, whatever. But man, Milwaukee. And I'm hearing good things about these 1-inch drive Milwaukees too. They're like $1,500. I don't think I'll be buying one of those anytime soon, but this bad boy right here is the ticket. All right, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick and put this back over on my cousin's toolbox here. All right, but yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. That thing, I'm telling you, it is a man and a half. It has got a set of cods on it that will not stop. So anyway, love my box. Dang, I love it. Boy, I get me a locker on the other side. It is going to be, let me play my hands up so y'all can see that a little better. Yeah. Oh, I get that locker on the other side. I got to recuperate from that first, but yeah, I put an emblem on there the other day. I kind of got it crooked, but it's an old one I polished up. I mean, it's still got some nicks in it and everything, but man, it was rough. But I polished it out, made it look decent. I was going to put a cab over emblem on that thing, but my God, $300 for a cab over emblem? No, I don't think so. All right, so anyway, I'm fixing to go to the house. We'll get started on this thing in the morning. I got to do a couple things, and that's going to be it. Thanks, guys. We'll put the mud flap on tomorrow and do a couple other things, and then we got to get going. Got to do some work this week.